Good night, everyone. This is a late AF sports thing, but I had to. I could not even sleep, and so I decided to hop on here and talk about this comment that I saw about Kevin Durant and him explaining about why he left OKC. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. You guys know what's up. I am one of the biggest OKC fans, and I let's get into it. So here's a comment. So right here he says in OKC, and by the way, this is his reason why he's leaving. He said in OKC we had a lot of specialists dudes that played defense but couldn't score on their own, couldn't shoot the ball. Somebody who could shoot but then couldn't guard that well. Golden State's calling me and I'm like, shh. They averaging 120 points per game. I don't have to worry about a zone every time I catch the ball. Top locking, double teaming me. We made the game better because you had to come with it from the first possession or you're going to get blown out. Okay. So, right there and then, we can see that Kevin Durant had a perspective that didn't really look at himself because Kevin Durant was part of the problem. So he goes ahead and puts his teammates under the bus. Says again, uh, we had specialist dudes that played defense but couldn't score on their own. So he's talking about Andre Roberson. He's talking maybe about Tabo Cephalosha. Okay, and then he's like, um, or they couldn't or somebody that could shoot but then they couldn't guard well. That was you. That was you, Kevin Durant. You see, everybody with good reason, right? Because I am being really critical because I don't think what he's saying is fair. And I think there's parts of this that he needs to own up to, and up until this day he hasn't, you know. But he was one of the people that could score but couldn't guard. That's why we had Andre Roberson guarding whoever's your man. That's why we had Tabo Cephalosha guarding whoever was Kevin Durant's guy. That was the reason why we had people that could play defense and couldn't score because we're letting you score while somebody else played defense for you. Um, so be critical of you. And so, yeah, you look at Golden State and they're scoring 120 points per game, but though that point and the point about the people being specialists on OKC aren't really, they don't really, they're not the same. Is where that's not apples to apples. Um, Now, Golden State, they had a well-oiled machine. They were coached by Steve Kerr. They're focused on shooting. You're focused on shooting, and you're like, okay, well, this team focused on offense because I'm focused on offense is doing pretty good at it, so I need to go over there. Okay, and you did, and you didn't have to focus on defense still over there. Um, Partly because they already had Steph, they already had Clay, the Draymond Green back then was also an offensive threat. Like there were no they did, the other team didn't have enough defense to guard you. That's why they had to come with it from the first possession or they lose. But it wasn't just like, hey, we're doing great. It's like an overwhelming thing. You guys had overwhelming amount of offense. Typically speaking, like not everybody on the opposing team is the has both talents. Not in every team ever. I mean, maybe OKC now, but let's not get into it. We're an anomaly, but I think you really truly believe that you went to Golden State and contributed in a way that wasn't just overflow. You overwhelmed other teams because all of you can shoot. Not all of you can shoot and play defense. Steph Curry is not known. I mean, he plays the passing lanes, but like he's not known for defense. That's what Clay is for. Clay is the two-way player. Was a two-way player there that was pretty much guarding whoever Steph Curry was supposed to guard. But like, what are you saying? And this is one of the reasons why I'm super frustrated at this era and how it ended. But grown me 10 years later understands that this is the way that some people are, and this is the way that Kevin Durant is. I don't know, and maybe it's because I'm just catching comments, but I don't know if he looks back on at anything at OKC and sees the positivity, because there were positive things. And side note, this is not part of the conversation. This is definitely a different topic and a different video for another time. But one of my frustrations about Kevin Durant is that he never really speaks up on the negativity that Russell Westbrook faces. And Russell Westbrook definitely was a loyal guy to Kevin Durant. He definitely did everything it took to make sure Kevin Durant was taken care of, that he got the respect, that the team got the respect that they should. And yeah, he did take some leadership responsibility that should have gone to Kevin Durant, but you can't really take something from someone if they have it. Meaning, if Kevin Durant was a leader, that can't be taken from him. Sorry to be so negative, but that's really what I think. So yeah, Kevin Durant, you went to Golden State, you overwhelmed them, you got your ring. Now you're on this. You went to Brooklyn. That fell apart. You went to Houston. Let's see what happens here. I just want to say I don't wish for Kevin Durant's downfall, and I don't really want to appear negative, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone really saw the truth. You can't call out your teammates for not playing defense, and not playing defense, but not being able to do offense, or doing offense and not being able to do defense when you were one of those people. Call yourself out. Sometimes accountability is not something that we see a lot in the NBA. We definitely don't see it here. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know this is sports elite AF, but I couldn't help it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We also have sports related coloring books for the kids, because some of y'all are a little older. So go ahead and support the channel that way. But yeah, Kevin Durant, I think you left yourself out in the accountability. All right, peace.